John, it's gonna be me and you and a Hal and a Sal.
Book It, a wrestling podcast where we book and revisit your favorite wrestling storylines. I'm your commissioner, Hi-Fi Mike, and today I have your GMs Damone, D-Money Allen,
Cello,
Bad Guy Kenny,
Howdy.
and Lil Fudge.
and the suffering.
And this week, if you listened to the last episode, before we took a 2-week break, we were going to go and do Travis's Book It first. Now, since that has happened, there's been a lot that's happened behind the scenes on Book It and T13 Media as a whole. And Travis is not doing his Book It verse.
Well, he is, but like
He
delayed.
is.
Shoot on a mic.
I am also not doing my Book It verse because I am taking time, stepping back from Book It. And
We fired his ass.
He punked out on Book It and he punked out on all of you.
You're fired.
And that's the problem, Mike. I care too much about these fans. He got turned to CM Punk.
Mike's gonna show up on a different wrestling podcast.
That'd be crazy.
7 years from now.
That'd be crazy. Like Hulk Hogan, I'm like, oh, that's how you feel.
Is there another fantasy booking podcast that I can join?
I find Mike is the third man.
That would be wild. He takes like the Book It verse, his belt, and just drops in the trash. I'll be like, fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike.
But yeah, so I'm taking a step back from this show as well as Not a Real Court, which is another show on T13 Media. You can find it at t13media.com. And I'm going to be focusing primarily on the other show I do, Geek in the Sheets, because it's a lot more prep work to do that as well as Book It verse, and I need the time to work on the other show. Now, that doesn't mean I'll be gone forever because I do plan on coming back once my schedule evens out. I'll be back before Travis does. And then from there, we can figure out when we're going to resume Book It verse 4. Everybody, we will get the end of Book It verse 4. It's just postponed for now. The writers are on strike.
I know you guys were really craving more of Lincoln or Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I promise you'll get it.
And masturbate.
We've got
masturbate,
the writers on strike and the actors about to go on strike. We're just it's all happening, and Book It is no different. So yeah, this will be my last episode for a while, because I've got a lot of other stuff to do. But you can always hear me on Geek in the Sheets again at t13media.com. And you can come hang out there because we're going to be doing a lot of cool shit. So that said, I don't know what these guys are going to be doing. Book It verse is on big pause.
We're gonna be doing some fun Book It like tournaments and games and tier lists and other shit. All the shit.
It's just gonna be shit.
All the shit. John, that means you're back to being a host.
Oh, that's gonna be real shit then.
Yeah, so you better buck up, Bucko, because you got big shoes to fill.
You better buck up, Bucko.
That was the white face in history.
Damn straight. Let's.
Mike just lost 3 white people their N-word passes.
Better make me proud. Tell Travis he lost his.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right, so we're gonna do a stipulation tier list, and I'm gonna regret it for being my last episode for a while. Oh yeah, me big. That's perfect.
I didn't mean to do that.
So we're gonna go ahead and
I'm gonna share my screen.
Damone's gonna share his screen.
Okay. So, did you guys know how tier lists work by now? Or if you don't, we're going to tier these different stipulations. So, the top one, the best, is Fight Forever. The one right below that is Apex Predator. But the third one is Mid. The fourth one is Punjabi Prison. And the last one is Trash. So, we're going to get started with a good old-fashioned singles match.
I guess Fight Forever.
Mid, right?
I mean,
It
yeah,
could be great or
Some of
it's
my
the
best,
standard.
some of the best
Like-
matches are straight matches, so I'm going Fight Forever.
I'm gonna go Fight Forever as well.
but some,
I'm gonna go
but
mid.
so are some of the worst.
Right.
I'm going
it could
mid too.
be, It could be really good or it could be awful.
Yeah, but I feel like there's more better than.
Well,
I wouldn't say
here-
more. I would say there's
Yeah,
more mid
weekly
matches
shows
that
are
have
usually
happened.
bad. I'm gonna say this though, the nothing about the stipulation makes these matches better. It's just a give or take of how it's gonna go. So I think that's
Yeah,
why
it's
it
just-
starts at perfect mid in and of itself.
Right, because depending on who's in the match, like if there's other things surrounding the match, it could make it a great match or it could be awful.
Hell, even the crowd could change that.
True.
DC, no.
So we gotta flip a coin.
Or since it's even, we could put it between at Apex.
I was
Or
about to
Predator.
say,
yeah,
I
we
pull
could
up
put
my-
an Apex
pull up my
Predator
coin.
plus 2 and 2.
Want to
Oh,
put my
Kenny's got the
coin?
coin. Kenny's got the
You-
coin. Let's
you
do
You
the
know I
coin.
got the coin. I got the coin on
Coin.
deck.
The coin of destiny.
Yep. So what we doing? Heads or tails?
You know, I always call heads. It's for
Okay,
heads
so-
for mid.
It is tails.
Guess it's
Fight
the best
forever.
match type ever. Singles match. I guess when we got
Regular
fucking,
Degler. Nothing wrong with regular Degler.
guess Great Khali versus fucking Hornswoggle in a singles match was the best stipulation ever.
Wait. Okay. So wait. We're just talking about the stipulation. So
Yes, we're just talking
you
about the
can't, you
stipulation.
can't throw that in there like that.
No,
like great
no.
color horse
Well,
walker.
that's what I mean though. I'm being goofy because like
Single matches
if you
could
take
just
the
be
dumbest
boring or
fucking
bad.
match on like an average ass weekly like Monday Night Raw or like AEW Rampage, those are all like usually singles matches. So like, I feel like it's like 70% like filler matches that don't fucking matter. Like,
I mean, sometimes it can just to be straight up for the belt, championship match.
yeah.
Me and you, just 1-on-1, and nothing
Or
That ain't
crazy. Just
ain't
1-on-1.
that many of these singles matches got them
or it
kinda
could be
stakes in
Dana
them.
Brooke versus Alicia Fox.
Okay, look.
Are we still arguing
There's gonna be a best and worst for each one. I feel like.
Next one, two out of 3 falls.
I like these a lot.
I do
But
I'm
too.
going.
But I'll
Apex
say-
Predator.
in recent history, they haven't been done very well because like they either go to like the obvious like for
2-2,
yeah,
or
it's
2
1-1,
or
and
1-1,
or
tiebreaker.
they just basically squash somebody and just do a quick 2 falls. Like, what do we even do that for? Like, because at least if you're gonna have somebody get 2 straight falls, at least make it a longer match. I'm gonna go Apex Predator though. I feel like the ceiling's not as high.
Yeah, I agree with Apex Predator.
I'm cool with it.
So the next one is 3 Degrees of Pain. So I looked it up. This is a TNA special. So it's
Oh, that makes
basically 3 stages of hell. So it was the first one. It was Desmond Wolf versus Kurt Angle. I fuck
Fire.
with Desmond Wolf a lot, by the way.
I do too. I like
That's
The
a
whole
slave
match was contested inside of a steel cage. The first fall is pin only. The second is a submission, and the third is escape from the cage.
That's a
And
lot.
apparently, you couldn't use the cage as a weapon in the first fall, or
Okay,
you
that's-
risk being DQ'd.
That's fucking
What? That's dumb. Hey, that's going to Punjabi prison for me. That's dumb.
Yeah,
That-
I like 3 stages of hell, especially in the video games. But like
Yeah.
this version of it's fucking stupid. Let's go Punjabi prison.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Punjabi Prison
agree.
works for me.
Like, I think the idea was good. If you took away that last part where you couldn't use the cage, it would probably have been an Apex Predator for me.
I
And
agree
not
with
being
that,
able
too.
to use the cage in a cage match is dumb. Like, just
So-
don't lower just don't make that part a cage match.
Yeah, simply
Just take
wait.
that, like wait, and then once you get to the second stage, then lower the cage.
Yeah.
That's goofy as fuck.
That's dumb.
That now we have a classic 3 stages of hell. For
I'm
me,
going to fight forever on
I'm
that.
going
I
Fight Forever,
love
too.
those because And like I said, especially in the video games, when you could do like the 3 like most ridiculous stipulations that couldn't even possibly happen back to back to back, you can be like steel cage match, then Hell in a Cell, then TLC.
Just
So-
three like a Inferno match, a Hell in a Cell, and then a normal match.
A 1-on-1 elimination chamber.
And that'd be crazy if singles match was the last one. Just 1-on-1 at the end. I'm going to Fight Forever as well. That's a good one.
Yes, 3 Stages of Hell is a great. An ambulance match.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going mid. It's kind of a dumb match type, low key, but it's just.
I
It is what it
liked him
is.
back in the day, but I'm gonna go with mid too.
Yeah, I agree with mid. Like they're hit or miss. Like
Yeah,
like,
usually
I've
though,
seen good ones, great ones, and I've seen really bad ones.
I've never seen them be great, but
I've never seen a
usually be
great
like,
one either.
It'll be like a boring match and then one really awesome spot to get somebody onto the stretcher.
I think the best one I remember is Kane versus Shane.
That's the one I remember.
My favorite is like the Matt versus Jeff, because like wasn't that where like Jeff like tried to swanton onto the fucking stretcher and then Matt got out of the way?
I remember that.
Yeah. It's usually, like I said, it's usually like one memorable spot in these matches.
Yeah, because you have to literally get the person up the ramp. So like, and you start in the ring. So
it's usually just throw them on there, punch,
Right.
punch, try to
Punch,
push,
right.
get kicked back, go back
Right.
down.
Arm wrestling.
Trash.
Fight forever.
I'm doing trash as well.
I'm going trash. If I'm watching it, I'm watching the show when they start breaking out arm wrestling. I'm like, this is stupid.
That's
Rock,
not
paper,
like-
that's not
scissors.
Fight
It's
forever.
never good. It's always bad.
Mike, what'd you say?
He said fight forever, flip the coin.
I don't think he did.
I
I'm
was-
go ahead and trash. Barbed
Let me
wire
see.
massacre.
Is that just a match with the barbed wire, or is there anything
It's
else?
the one with the bar where the barbed wire replaces the
The
ropes.
ropes. Ugh,
this is.
this passed my threshold here.
I was about to say this is disgusting, but it's one of those things where it's like I've never really seen a good barbed wire match, and that's not even me just not liking that. It's just like those aren't really good. It's just kind of like I got Irish whipped, and it's just kind of
Because you can't hit the ropes or get any speed or like do any like turnbuckle shit. Like
It's
basically
just punches and kicks, and then maybe a DDT or suplex.
punch,
with the-
kick,
with the-
Irish whip.
Yeah, and then
Irish whip.
Irish whip is the spot.
Or
Like-
or get like suplex into it, or
Maybe
like,
if you're
throwing it-
lucky.
maybe if you're lucky.
I've never seen it. I've only seen like, oh yeah, it might be that gourd buster where they put their stomach onto it and they're like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
sit there and
Yeah.
Where
That's
wasn't
going
it?
trash for me.
There was the one where
I might go
where Sabu got stuck, like Sabu and
Oh yeah.
Terry Funk.
Yeah. Actually, that's that picture. It's where they got stuck and they had to come out and like cut them out because they literally couldn't move because they
That's
were wrapped
disgusting.
like around each other with the barbed wire. For me, I'm going Punjabi prison.
That's where I'm at too. I'm going Punjabi prison.
Oh, y'all more forgiving than me. I got trash.
Also at trash.
Oh,
Nope,
flip,
we got
flip the
flip
coin.
Flip the coin.
I still don't know my dice are.
Damone, your turn.
Tails. Tails never fails.
It's heads.
Half the time it
Going in
does.
trash.
Failed then.
Barbed wire is steel cage. So it's where the steel cage, the top of the cage is barbed wire.
Now,
I don't think I've seen that match before.
I
though.
think
I've
it's a
heard it.
TNA thing.
No, WWE did it too. They did it with JBL and Big Show. It's where Big Show chokeslammed JBL through the ring, and JBL crawled under
shit.
to keep the title. They've done it a couple. They've done it a couple times.
That is a good
I
ass spot.
forgot all about that. That's lit for real. Him just crawling up the ring. That's
I'll
lit.
stay.
JBL's the goat.
Because he couldn't climb over because of the barbed wire, so he managed. He escaped and he got chokeslammed through the ring, and his feet touched the floor first.
I love JBL, man.
I don't know if like this adds anything to the match though, because like it basically just gets rid of high spots in the steel cage match.
Yeah, it really does.
The whole concept of it forces the heel usually to stay in the match, so you can't and it also keeps outside interference.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can't. No one can
It's
climb.
kind of
in.
just like an enforcement of the classic steel cage rules.
Right.
I'm gonna go with trash.
I'm gonna go Punjabi Prison because you could still get a decent cage match out of this.
Right. Yeah,
but
I
like
agree.
it's not gonna be as good as like a regular.
Yeah, you're not gonna unless somebody's crazy and they decide to still go up there. But I'm gonna go
like a modern indie guy
Punjabi
could like
Prison.
jump up to like the middle of the cage and like fly back or some crazy shit like that. Like
My
you could get
God.
creative.
I
But,
could
like,
see Abyss like climbing to the top and saying fuck, or like Mick Foley saying fuck it, I'm still climbing.
yeah.
But I'm gonna go Punjabi Prison.
I'm also at Punjabi Prison.
So sad, Punjabi Prison. I'm the only one that said trash.
A battle royal.
Honestly, I gotta go. I'm gonna go Punjabi Prison only because they can serve a purpose, but they're never good matches. Besides, I'll say on the occasion where you get down to the last two and they just have a regular singles match for a little bit.
I think that's usually what they throw females into when they do the matches, when they do the battle royale matches. Whenever they just like, oh, we need somebody to go up against the champion, and we don't have a storyline for them, so we just do a battle royale match.
Or like a bunch of like jobbers and mid cards and like the one
And
guy,
like two main eventers,
two main eventers who are gonna win. One of the two is gonna win it.
Yeah, that's like AEW has the tournaments, WWE has battle royales. That's like
AEW started doing the battle royals.
But I'll say this: AEW at least gave us like a decent singles match at the end of that last one with Orange Cassidy and Swerve, and that's honestly the only thing keeping this thing out of.
That was good.
That's keeping this out of trash for me. Like,
Yeah, I would say Punjabi Prison.
I'm gonna go Punjabi
It's a
Prison.
filler stipulation.
yeah, like I said, it can push a story, but like it's never a good match unless like Orange Cassidy and Swerve Strickland decide to go crazy off the perks that day.
The Battle Bowl.
The hell is
What
that?
the fuck is that?
I know it's WCW.
It is. The Battle Bowl.
Oh, Mike, ready for this one?
I actually had it.
This is
I
your
used the
specialty.
Battle Bowl in Book Adverse.
Did you see? I don't remember that Battle Bowl.
I hate.
But I think I did it more as a No, I don't remember. I swear I did it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe or was it early? No, it was early. It was like Book Adverse 1.
It used the same rules as a battle royal. What made it unique was using two rings standing side by side, and the way the participants determined in order to qualify for it, you had to win a special lethal lottery tag team match.
It is one ring away from just being World War III.
I was gonna say that's.
But yes, that's the Battle Bowl.
I'm gonna have to go Punjabi Prison as well.
I want to watch some of that tonight. It's been a minute.
So even if you got thrown into the second ring, you weren't eliminated.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen this match before. I've realized what it is. Yeah, I'm going Punjabi Prison.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's in the same vein. It's pretty much a battle royal with an extra ring.
I'm at Apex Predator.
Yeah, this is going in Punjabi Prison.
WCW.
You're all wrong.
WC
Dub.
Beat the clock challenge.
Okay, hear me out. These matches aren't that bad. I feel like I'm going mid. I'm going mid.
Oh, I'm going above that because I think these are usually like, I think these are usually fun singles matches. Like,
yeah, well, so they're usually decent.
I like the stipulation a lot. I'm actually going Apex Predator.
I'm going trash. But
I'm going Apex.
I'm going to go
Predator
Apex Predator too. I'm going to go Apex Predator too. Like,
I like the idea of like the first person sets the pace, and then you gotta like you see the guy like trying to rush to hit his finisher. So like like guys who are slow, like a Randy Orton or like methodical, can't just like do rest holds and stuff. It forces them to pick up their pace, and you see them wrestle a different style. So I like that element, and like you see the clock ticking down, like there's 30 seconds left. Is he gonna do it?
They be looking around like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and also like the skill it takes for the wrestler to like be like aware of that shit and like rush a finish and shit like that.
And sometimes you have the character that gets the same exact time as the other person trying to prove they're better, and they get the same exact time to go to pin. It's like, damn.
Also, I'm sure they fudge with the time.
For sure. They do in the Royal Rumbles. Bruce Pritchard talked about it.
Oh yeah, it's never the same. Like it's supposed to be 90 seconds. It's not. Like they're all over the place. Sure. The classic blindfold match or blue cage match. Sorry.
Oh, Fight Forever.
So the cage match with the blue.
Fight Forever. I know it's dangerous for the people, but that shit is lit.
It's like where it's like the bar, more of a bar than it is the like the mesh.
We never got to see the potential of this though, because we didn't get to see like. I feel like modern wrestlers would make great use of this, but like what we actually saw from it, wasn't that good. And like back then, you couldn't like escape the cage, could you? Or was that always allowed?
You could still escape the cage, but it was more about being barbaric. It was more about how barbaric it was.
So that was a WWE exclusive thing always, was like escaping the cage ends it. That's always just been WWE, which I like. Yeah, I don't like the blue cage. Like it looks good, but it's just dangerous, and I've never seen it result in a better spot. I'm going trash.
I'm going mid.
I'm going Fight Forever.
I'm at Fight Forever too.
Okay, Fight Forever is 2. The Boiler Room Brawl.
I'm gonna go mid.
I agree with mid. Like the idea is cool, and especially depending on who's in it. So like when it was like Mick Foley and Undertaker, those were good. You don't really see them that often, but I do. It is a good match. Like it's a good hardcore style match.
That's more Attitude Era.
Yeah, it's definitely more.
Yeah, I think it was more. It was pretty boring compared to like a lot of the other stuff back then, though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go mid.
I'm gonna go mid.
John, where you at?
I'm gonna give it mid too.
Next one.
Boxing match.
Straight up boxing.
I'm gonna go trash.
Hey, Matt Hardy and Evander Holyfield put on a banger.
Bro, I forgot.
That happened. That's so
because remember when he was doing the MVP story, right? And
I remember
he was like, "You're not gonna box me. You're gonna box my friend Evander Holyfield." And then MVP.
Old ass Evander Holyfield.
He was old as hell. I forgot all about that.
And I remember Hardy was like getting his ass whooped for a while, and then like MVP started talking crazy to Holyfield, and then he just knocked MVP out instead.
I remember him and MVP. I remember him and MVP were playing basketball, and that shit was awful.
No, Matt Hardy's a low key hooper.
No, he was awful. He was awful. I'm going Punjabi prison. I feel like making a fake boxing match looks crazy.
I'm going trash. It's not good. It never looks good. It never.
I'm at trash too, by the way.
Yeah, like the best one is probably Floyd Mayweather versus.
That's because he hit him for real.
Versus Big Show, and it's only for like one spot.
Yeah, he punched him in the face. They were like, "Oh shit!" His nose is bleeding.
So, bra and panties. Who's the sexiest?
Fight Forever.
Fucking trash.
Take them panties off. Put them drawers to the side.
I've got to be a good, progressive, forward-minded thinker and say Apex Predator.
Wait. You say that now, but what were you back in the day when what was going on? You were Fight Forever.
Fight Forever.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
you were
also,
yes. Like yes.
I was also going through
going
puberty.
That was
It was such a.
There
It was
was
such a
also
dumb match.
not at
That was
that
my
age. I
awakening.
need. That was the only thing I could get closest I can get. Now we have. Porn.
Well, yeah, we have porn now, but back then.
Now we have
Yeah,
porn.
porn.
Back then, I would get the WWE magazine. I had the one with the Sable and Jacqueline match with the handprints. I had that issue,
I remember
so
that.
it was in the back of it. And
Yeah,
I
that thing was
I looked
filthy.
at that a lot.
I don't know if you guys
You
remember.
just looked at it, huh?
I don't remember which.
I was too young when that came out for anything
Okay.
else other than looking.
I don't remember which WWE game it was, but there was one where like once you won the certain matches, you got like the like screen print pretty much, like you know how they would have the screen prints come up. You could buy those with like your virtual currency.
That was.
They had one of like Trish and like one of like Lita. Definitely bought that. Definitely.
That's it. That's all I bought.
I was a completionist anyway, but it was a good addition.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have
Definitely.
the
Like why are you on the loading screen for the last 20 minutes?
the game's frozen. You click the eject disc button, your screen's frozen.
It gets frozen. That's when it gets frozen.
Yeah, I must say that's when you freeze it. Like, yep, go ahead, click eject disc. Yeah, Braun Fanny's match was wild. That one in the mud match they used to have. That shit was wild.
The pudding match.
Oh,
I remember they had a mud one
yeah.
though too.
they did pudding too.
Shit's wild. They WWE really came a long way.
I'm gonna put it in trash because the matches were.
It's
awful.
definitely trash. I'm in such a place to go.
The Bunkhouse Stampede.
The fuck?
Fucking Apex
Another
Predator.
another WCW special.
What?
NWA. Hell yeah, man. The bunkhouse.
That's a sundown town match. Bunkhouse Stampede.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll read what it is
Yeah,
here.
that's nasty.
It was a Jim Crockett promotion.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of his.
Jim Crow
The
production.
concept. It does not tell me.
I found it.
What it is. Go ahead.
It was a regular battle royal where the wrestlers wore
It's another
bunkhouse
battle royal.
gear, blue jeans, and cowboy boots.
Bunkhouse
to the match.
gear.
It's blue jeans and cowboy boots. They wore that to the match.
Dusty loves these matches.
Similar to street fight matches, weapons are also allowed.
Dusty was all about this match.
Yeah, he was.
I'm gonna go. I'm going trash. It's literally a street fight, but you have to dress like a hood, like a
Yeah.
head.
Battle
yeah,
royal.
fight
It's a
forever.
It's a cowboy battle royal.
Hell yeah.
Bunkhouse Stampede.
I never seen one, but this sounds hilarious. I'm going Apex
You
Predator.
get it on the network, aka Peacock.
Bro,
What did you say,
I
Kevin?
hate the Fed so much I canceled my cock
No,
subscription.
I'm still keeping my cock because I don't even watch wrestling on it.
I don't watch any of them other shows either.
I watch everything else.
I watched 2.5 Men in wrestling. That's all I use it for.
Hell yeah, I'm about that. I'm watching wrestling tonight though. Watch WCW.
WCW.
It's been
That's
a
the
while.
wrestling Mike's watched his entire life. He ain't seen nothing else. He just been winging it on his opinion.
Mike, what did you say?
I don't remember. Oh, I said Fight Forever.
Kenny?
I'm gonna go trash.
John?
I said Apex Predator.
I'm gonna go
You
mid.
gotta have yourself a hold down. To mid.
Yeah.
So I think Apex Predator should be it.
I hate that. That is
Hey.
it.
I'll change my vote to Apex Predator just for this.
It's literally just a battle royal with cowboy boots.
Yes, that's
It is
cowboy shit. You
off.
should have thought of that.
True. I should have done that. I should have just took all the cowboy gimmicks and put them in.
You should have
Bunkhouse
just.
Stampede.
Oh man, if all right, you know what? I might change everything for Book of Verse 4 and write one more pay-per-view.
It's just that match. Just that match. I did think about doing that for a show. Just presenting one big ass match. And when you guys are like, okay, that's what's next, I'm like, that was it. I'm
That's
done.
it. That's the match.
That was it. That was
That's
my
your
whole
rating. That's how you cheat in Book It First. Is you do one match.
I thought about
and
that. Like, I
you
always
gotta-
thought about that. I'm like, that's wild. If somebody
Even
did that.
if you had a mid match, that's all you need.
Yeah. Buried Alive.
These are very, very.
Buried
hit or miss.
Alive is mid.
So I'm going mid as well because I think it's very, very hit or miss.
I agree. They can be really, really good or awful.
I will agree with that as well.
Is the AJ Styles Undertaker match considered a buried alive match? I know it was called something else, but wouldn't it be considered that?
Well, did he bury him? Yeah, he
Oh, he-
did. So
yeah, he did.
it would technically be a Buried Alive match. It was just cinematic.
Yeah,
Steel,
I'd say so.
yeah. Steel cage match.
I'm going Fight Forever. Like the ceiling
Yeah,
for that
Fight
is so
Forever.
high.
Yeah, I'm going to fight forever.
Okay. I agree. Fight Forever. Like Kurt Angle fucking doing a moonsault off.
That
the
shit was
cage.
lit. That shit was lit.
The Cage of Death.
All right, this match is disgusting.
What the hell is that?
It's CZW. It's pretty much like a scaffold / cage match, and it's death. It's like a death match too at the same time. It's so
Alright,
disgusting.
trash.
Stuff we do.
Yeah, it's gonna go trash for me.
Yeah, I'll go trash. Even though I did a Cage of Death match in a Booketverse, but
That shit is disgusting. You watch that shit's disgusting.
Timon knows his shit was disgusting in Book It Verse though.
yeah, I made it disgusting on purpose.
And then judged us. Then judged us for saying it was disgusting.
Yeah, I did.
We were like, this
So-
is gross.
Carson City Silver Dollar match.
That's the match that pisses me off. I need to know what that is.
So it's like a silver dollar. It looks like a silver dollar's on a pole. So you gotta climb the pole to grab the
Correct.
silver dollar.
Trash. Trash. You have to finish. Trash.
Do you want to guess what company did this?
I know who did it.
WCW.
WCW.
This is probably early WCW too, like really early.
That's got to be end of WCW.
Oh, you saying it's end?
It's not a pole match. Okay, so it's mid. I watched it. I can tell you that much.
It was 1996.
Yeah,
I never, when I was younger, I didn't follow whether I didn't know the difference between WCW and WWF until way later, until probably 97.
Oh, it's a big difference for me. I just turned back and forth.
I didn't know the difference. I would watch both, but I didn't know the difference. When I started watching, when I watched wrestling, I watched wherever Hulk Hogan went. That's where I watched. I just watched for that.
I hated Hulk Hogan back in the day.
I was like 4 or 5. What the fuck do you want me to tell you? It was the
but then,
90s.
Then again, I will say I was a Goldberg fan.
It was. I didn't have a choice. There wasn't. If you thought wrestling, you thought Hulk Hogan.
No, I never liked Hulk Hogan. I was always like my biggest
Right.
like I loved Razor Ramon and I loved Scott Hall. Those were my two guys. And then WCW had Sting and Goldberg for me. Those were my top guys over there.
See, I got him toward. I got
DDP,
on.
I love DDP.
I got on it towards the end. You're young enough where you missed it. You missed the end, so it didn't matter at that point.
I'm not that much younger than you, Mike.
You're young. You're what? 2 years younger than me?
He's 4. He's
4 years
30.
younger.
Just
That's
turned
plenty.
30.
That's plenty in the 90s.
By the way,
watching
I was slightly wrong. It's so you have to climb the pole to grab a sack of silver dollars.
Oh, that's
and then
even worse.
you can use the silver dollars as a weapon.
That's even
Awesome.
worse.
That's awesome. Fight forever. Fight forever.
I think this is actually at the pay-per-view where Hogan turned.
It
Oh
might
my
have been.
God.
It's at the WCW
Bash at the
Bash
Beach.
at the Beach. Yeah,
96. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the. That's so bad.
That is terrible.
Fight forever.
I gotta go. I'm going trash.
I'll fight forever on this.
We have 2 for trash, so it's going to the trash. This is such a terrible highlight. Like one of the biggest moments in wrestling history.
Can we go step below it and put Giant Gonzalez? No, Giant Gonzalez the tier and put Carson City Dollar match in there.
So wait, what was that match's stipulation?
You had to pretty much climb a pole and grab a big ass bag full of shillings, and then you had to beat somebody with them. Yeah, put the Giant Gonzalez match and put Carson City Silver Dollar match in there.
Yeah, that match is awful.
That match is trash.
I might have misspelled Gonzalez. There you go. Yeah, that match is awful. And the fact that it happened on the night that NWO formed makes it 10 times worse. A casket match.
I'm gonna go Apex Predator. I think there's been more good casket matches than have been bad. But it's not perfect. It's not perfect.
And then usually the lead into them are really good. So I agree. Casket match is Apex Predator.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'll agree with that.
Okay. A chairs match.
I'm gonna go mid.
Just chairs?
Yeah, just chairs. I'm going mid.
I'm mid too.
Yeah,
I agree mid.
Though I think it is goofy to just do a chairs match.
Like
Chamber of Horror.
I mean, prior to TLC, you would just do a chairs match. You'd also just do a ladder match. You'd also just do.
I don't think anyone was
table
doing
match.
chairs matches.
No, there
though.
definitely was. I definitely remember there being a chairs match.
I don't remember I remember them using chairs a lot for the concerto, but I don't remember them having an actual match for that. I mean, that's just me though. I don't remember a lot of shit from that era anyway. So
I swear there was, but
There might have been.
Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton chairs match, 2018.
That was 2018.
yeah,
Though.
that was later.
That was
Right,
way
right,
after
right.
TLC.
Understood, but they're still just a chairs match.
They're not good. They're mid.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about back in the day.
Like
I
back
think there
in the
was.
day.
There definitely was one, but I'm not gonna look anymore.
It's not worth it.
It's not
It's
worth
not.
it. Chamber of Horror.
I don't know what that is.
Mike, you want to explain this one? It's another
WCW?
WCW.
Yeah.
WCW?
Yep,
There
it's
was
the
the
one where
TNA
they
with these
put-
matches.
I don't know this. I don't know this one.
The Chamber of Horror is the one where you
Where
put
do
him
you
in the
think
electric
TNA got
chair.
it from?
You have to put him in the electric chair, and then you have to you have to put the person in the electric chair and then pull the switch.
And then
When did
to
they
win
do
the
this?
match.
Was I didn't see 1991. I wasn't watching.
Yeah, you have to put
So
them
it
into.
does sound fun. It's fucking Vader.
It wasn't good though
and
because it like the effects did not work.
I was gonna say, then you have like,
Rick
and this is back
Steiner?
when wrestling was hokey too. So they're like, they're doing dumb shit like that when they get shocked.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going.
Abdullah the Butcher was in it and like shaking in the chair, pretending to get like electrocuted.
Oh, it's
That's what I'm saying.
infamous
I
too.
know
so
it's, I know it's hokey.
It's infamous, so it's awful.
Yeah,
I want to watch the shit out of this.
Yeah, I'm going trash.
I'm going trash.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can't just appreciate the bad shit for what it is.
We can. By putting it in the trash
Like,
tier.
it's so bad, it's great.
We have a category just for it.
The championship
Appreciation for fine
scramble.
art.
Okay, look,
Fight forever.
this was a great idea. I'm
Fucking
going to fight forever.
trash.
I'm going to fight
Trash.
forever.
What
I'm
is
gonna
this
fight
that
forever.
you're all fucking high?
Mike,
That shit
Fight
was
forever.
you
fun.
did not
It's-
see
it's
Brian Kendrick
fucking
win
awful.
the world title.
Brian Kendrick is
Oh,
a
twice.
former
none of
world
those-
champion.
none
The
of those
Brian
world-
Kendrick is
no,
a
none
world
of those
champion.
in real life and in
None of that
Cleveland.
counted. None of
I'm
that
fuck
fucking
with it.
counted. That did not count for anybody's accolades. You did not get a
did for
championship
Kendrick.
on your
You
run.
did for the
No,
like
you
5
didn't.
minutes.
Right, but after it was over, it didn't matter. It only mattered who ended the match with it.
I remember. I saw it. Damn it.
Like, listen up. Oh, you said the beat the clock challenge was good. This is like that mixed with a 5-way.
I
usually
thought it was
between
terrible.
five
No,
great
I said that
talents.
was bad too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like this.
then
I
you-
hate
you're
both
just
of them.
dumb.
It's
I
not.
think
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a good match, but it was fun though. So I'm gonna go with.
No, this match was fire. It's like
I'm
an
going to
Iron
fight
Man.
forever. I wasn't
Yeah,
kidding
me
when I
too.
said fight forever.
I was playing. I'm going.
I was
mid.
not playing either. It's fight forever. Like, because you got it's basically a mix of beat the clock challenge, Iron Man, and Fatal 5-way. That is
Awful.
fucking genius.
No, is it? Is it? It isn't. It is not.
It
Well,
is,
it's going to
great.
fight forever tier because it's got 2 votes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll say it won.
A crazy 8 match.
some
no,
TNA
I-
shit. You know.
Oh,
Trash.
hold
I
on.
think that's CZW.
Oh, I forgot about Giant Gonzalez. I should have been throwing shit in Giant Gonzalez for this entire time.
Oh, no,
just
we-
added
we-
that
we-
for
we-
Carson.
just
Oh, we
added
just
it.
added that?
Yeah, we just created that for
Yeah.
Carson City Silver Dollar match.
It's so bad we had to make another one. So the Crazy 8 match involved placing a championship belt at the top of a scaffold, with the first wrestler to retrieve it being declared the winner. Placed in and around the ring for the wrestlers to utilize are one side of a steel cage, so just one part of the cage.
What?
two trampolines and 4 rope swings.
This is stupid. this is some shit I did with my toys back in the day. That's crazy.
This is so dumb. I like it though. This is what Mike
Yeah,
was
that
talking
is something you
about.
would like.
I'm going Apex Predator.
I am too.
Oh my god. I'm going trash.
We're going straight to hell.
I'm going mid, so it doesn't matter.
So it's an Apex Predator, right?
Yeah.
That's
I like the shit, I didn't mean to move that.
right next to the right.
Oh, there
There you go.
you go.
I can't tell what that is.
Dixieland match.
What?
I'm
Fucking
sure
Giant Gonzalez.
That's the mess John made when they were doing the modeling mid match. They would come
Oh,
out.
the Hollywood Hell match.
Yeah.
I'm
What
sure
is
this is a TNA special. It's from TNA.
I'm at
Oh,
Giant
because
Gonzalez.
Dixie Carter made it.
Yeah, Dixie Carter. It's a hybrid steel cage ladder match. The wrestlers start the match in the ring and close in a steel cage.
I'm
To
not.
win the match, the wrestler must first climb out of the cage, then go to the entrance ramp where a championship is hung from the ceiling, and then
they fucked
climb a
up.
ladder to retrieve the belt.
They
you have to-
fucked it up.
So it's a cage match and a ladder match.
They fucked it up. I thought it was gonna be.
The cage, the belt is in the cage.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit better, but I can kind of see it. It's kind of like
With the right
I don't know.
wrestlers, it could work. I think.
I was
it
saying, it has
really-
potential. It has potential.
I'm gonna put Punjabi Prison for that. It's stupid, but it could work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. It has potential. Like
Yeah, I'm
I
with
feel
you.
like I don't like that you have to go all the way to the ramp. I wish the
If you put a
The
smarter person in charge
ladder-
of making that, it would have been fire.
Yeah, I think if you put the ladder, it like you hang it from the top of the like. If you had like Hell in the Cell, and you hung it from the top of the cell,
Oh, that's wild.
I think that would be fire.
Yeah, I
That'd
agree
be
with that.
wild.
So we said Punjabi prison.
Yep.
Okay, dog collar chain match.
Hey, after MJF and CM Punk, let's go and fight forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
And-
like
and-
Trash.
dog
We saw
collar
what it can
matches.
be.
yeah. 'Cause I just watched that shit with the TNA, Killer Kelly and what's her name, Masha Slamovich. That shit was fire too.
Yeah,
That
there's
wasn't-
been even the what was it? FTR versus
Oh, the Briscoes.
the Briscoes was really good too in the dog collar match.
Yeah, I think those are like really like they may have been trash at one point, but they've definitely been rehabbed over the past like few years.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight forever.
I
Motherfuckers
agree,
figured them
fight
out.
forever.
I agree with that.
So barbaric.
Didn't mean to do that. Doomsday Chamber of Blood.
That match sounds crazy.
So it was either TNA or
WCW or CZW.
WCW. It's WCW. I'm going WCW.
is it
Mike,
I'm guessing.
What is it called?
Doomsday, Chamber of
Blood.
Blood?
That sounds like WCW.
I think
It's TNA.
Oh.
I'm shocked that Mike wasn't ready to play. No, this
Well,
match is actually really good.
I first thought of Legion of Doom would do some shit like that. So
It's Abyss, and I know Abyss was in it.
Yeah, it's Abyss. So I think you had to make the person bleed first in order, and it's in a steel cage.
that sounds like a first blood match in a steel cage.
Yeah,
that's
that's what it
exactly what it
seems
is.
like.
That's trash. That's trash.
Yeah,
You
First
just
Blood
doing
isn't
shit.
good. I don't like those.
Yeah, you just doing shit now. I'm going trash.
Yeah, I agree. Trash. TNA really would just combine stipulations and be like, see if it works.
They was just doing shit.
A dumpster match.
Fight forever.
I'm saying
I'm going
mid.
fight forever. That table dumpster match is one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life.
Fight forever.
There you go.
I'm going mid. We're gonna flip that coin.
All right, Mike, heads or tails?
Heads.
Fuck tails. I was hoping that shit got in.
An electric pool match.
I've never seen this match before in my
That
life. I'm
sounds
going
fucking
fight
That's
forever.
the stupidest shit I've heard in my life. Fight forever.
I'm at
Mike.
trash.
He says that trash.
I'm at mid. I feel like it has potential. So it's
I'm
going
going-
to fight forever.
That'd be so dumb. I'll be like, look. That's one of the ones where like somebody that doesn't watch wrestling comes in and be like, what the fuck are you watching?
It really is.
That's that kind of match.
That's the way your mom walks in and it is like, you're not watching this anymore.
Yeah. That's when my dad comes in on because my dad hates wrestling.
That's what
So he
happened.
walks in like, I took you to stupid. That's
that
him.
That never happened with me in wrestling. That happened with me in South Park.
Oh no, it was definitely like my mom. Me and my mom love wrestling, and my dad hates it. So he always comes in and talks shit whenever we
My
see it.
mom
It was-
would walk in on Chef talking about chocolate salty balls.
Hey, Kenneth's
but,
father really
but
lifted
miss
me up
episodes like
during
Jim
WrestleMania.
Pokemon.
He has lifted my ass up to slam me during WrestleMania.
He really did. An electrified
Unprompted
cage
too. He
match.
just came in and did that.
That's my dad for you. He just random.
I wasn't talking shit or nothing. He just picked me up.
I was
Electrified
shocked.
cage.
What is it?
An
Electric-
electrified cage match.
That shit sounds dumb as hell.
Yeah, that kills any spot potential. I'm going trash.
I'm going Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Because you have to, because it's never actually electrified, so they have to like pretend to be electrocuted. And it has the same problems as the barbed wire because you take away those spots and like the spot
point.
is them getting Irish whipped into the electrocution.
And then they put the
Yeah.
sound effect in there.
Oh, do they have the sound effect too?
I just know wrestling. They're definitely
They probably added it.
Obviously, having it play through the PA.
yeah.
That was one thing that like wrestling magic that got exposed to me as adults is how like they use the sound for it because like like that aggressive like sound the mat makes when you slam onto it.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma City, they did not do a good job of covering up that shit goes to the PA. That was like a wrestling trick I didn't even fucking know about, and I was like, oh damn, I'm an adult, not another thing ruined for me. I was like,
It's too loud. That's why like it's a little too loud.
yeah, like they don't make it sound real at all. Like they have like a sound effect for it. It's goofy.
What are you going with?
On this one,
Yeah, like I
I'm
went
going-
with Giant Gonzalez.
I'm
I'm
going
also
trash. It's same as barbed wire.
I'm going Giant Gonzalez.
I'm at Giant Gonzalez.
Elimination Chamber.
Fight forever.
Fight
Fight
forever.
forever.
The ceiling is too high. There's trash ones, but like most of these matches are at least have a moment that you're gonna remember forever. Hey, Lindsay Dorado got a fucking elimination chamber moment. So
He really did.
hey, Tucker Knight balled out in the elimination chamber.
Elimination Tag.
Especially with multiple people, I like these. I wish they did
Yeah.
more of them.
If it's just 2-on-2, it doesn't hit like that for me. But if it's like a 4-on-4, then it's lit. I'm going to fight forever. If it's the more, the better.
I was gonna go Apex Predator.
I like
Go
any
Apex.
match where people just get eliminated from it, whether it's like a 4-way or a tag match. Like I don't know, it kind of gives it like a game show element to it.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Mike?
I said Apex Predator.
Oh, we gotta flip the coin.
Flip that coin. Flip that coin. Damone.
Heads.
It's heads.
Okay, Apex Predator. Empty arena match.
I don't like these kind of matches. I don't like empty arena matches. What's the other one? Unsanctioned match. I don't know. I've never been a fan of those. I'm going Punjabi Prison. It's not
I'm going
all the
Apex
trash.
Predator.
I like unsanctioned, but I don't know about empty arena. I'm gonna go mid.
I'm going I'm going Apex Predator. The one with Mick Foley and The Rock
Yeah,
is
that's the only
hilarious
good
and
one.
great. Well, I guess you could consider the Thunderdome. All of them were empty arena matches, technically.
Fuck,
I forgot.
that's actually kind of sad.
Yeah. What did you say, Mike?
I don't remember.
Empty arena matches.
That was the
Empty
arena
arena.
match. Was the only the McFoley one was the only good one. With
The Rock.
was it The Rock?
Yeah, it was The Rock.
Yeah.
Because The Rock took him into catering and threw him across the table, into the food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with mid.
So is it going in mid?
Yeah.
Okay. Evening gown. So I
Trash.
think there's only
Oh, that
a
match was
couple.
awful. Jordan
You just
Briscoe.
yeah. I think there's
That
been
shit
a
was-
couple other ones, but it's dumb. Like you just wear an evening gown. I'm going in Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, that shit was awful. I've because that was the only pay-per-view I ever watched, for the longest, was that King of the Ring, and that match was in there. Joe Briscoe versus fucking Pat Patterson.
Yeah, I'm going Giant Gonzalez. John.
I'm going trash. Giant Gonzalez is only for special occasions.
This is one of them. This was bad.
Next one is going to be the exploding cage death match.
Exploding cage death. I'll go mid. It's not great, but it's not bad either for me. It's just it's there.
I'm going Punjabi Prison. A lot of the exploding matches aren't great because I feel like the effects never come off the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, I'm going Punjabi Prison as well because you can have a good match out of it. Like Kenny Omega and John Moxley's match was good up until the explosion.
Right. It's like, this is dumb. Like, why are we doing this?
It's a Japanese brand. They be doing that shit. Also, they on the ground. You're like, oh shit.
Extreme Rules.
Fight Forever. ECW.
Apex Predator.
I'm going Fight Forever. Yeah, it's the perfect hardcore match. Can't explain why, but it is.
Because it's not grotesque. It's just like, okay, we're going to use tables, kendo sticks, trash cans, tables.
Yeah.
We're not using barbed wire and light tubes and all that shit like that. That shit's disgusting. Fucking What's that shit called? What's that? I can't remember what that shit's called now. On your fucking lawns.
What the
I don't know
fuck's
why I
it
can
called?
think.
Weed whacker.
Yeah, weed whacker. Yeah, I can think of the name of it. Yeah, fucking weed whacker to the chest. That shit's disgusting. Fucking stapling a dollar bill to their forehead. Like I'm good on all that.
Or staple in their nuts.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't like that spot.
Falls count anywhere.
Um,
I'm gonna go Apex Predator.
I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
My only thing with this is you shouldn't be able to use weapons in a falls count anywhere match.
No, you.
Unless it's a falls count anywhere, no DQ.
I feel. I don't know.
Just because you can have falls anywhere doesn't mean you should be able to use weapons. Because then at that point, it's just a no DQ match.
I agree with I'm not mad at where you're coming from, but I think that takes all the fun out of the match.
Right.
You know, if we fighting in catering and I hit you in the head with a pie, you know,
What's
it's
the point
like
of fighting
It's not a
anywhere?
weapon.
yeah, we gotta fight anywhere. If I'm fighting you in the elevator, I'm hitting you against the buttons, doing all kind of ignorant shit like that.
That's fine. That's not using a weapon though. I don't think you should be able to use like chairs or kendo sticks and stuff like that. Like traditional weapons.
No, I gotta use everything. I gotta dump some popcorn on you. I gotta do all kind of shit.
A fatal 4-way.
I'm going to fight forever. I love like these multi-man matches. They're dumb,
Yeah.
but I like them a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Feast or fired.
Oh
Fucking
shit! Fight
trash.
forever.
I'm also fight forever.
I'm also fight forever. Feast or fired is a goated gimmick
Yeah, that's a good match.
because then you get it's a ladder
They use
match.
Feast or Fire to actually fire Chavo.
Yeah,
Good.
They use it to they
Kayfabe.
legitimately. No, it wasn't K. It was they
Keep
legitimately used
kayfabe
it
alive.
Yeah,
to
that's
fire
wild.
Chavo.
Did he know he was gonna get fired?
No, I don't think so.
That's
No.
wild.
You should have feasted.
He should have feasted.
Should have gone into business
Wow.
for himself.
So they told him what case to grab, and they actually fired him. That's wild.
sure that's the story.
Yeah, that's
Goated. TNA. TNA. TNA.
It was
nah.
Dixie
I fuck with
specifically.
Chavos. I'm kind of salty for him. Like,
Finishing move match. So you
What?
have to hit your finisher. If you hit your finisher, you win the match.
That's a SmackDown 2 ass match.
yeah, that's
It
slobber
really
knocker ass match. I'm going trash.
I'm going trash too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Knockout appears on the screen.
This is from 2016. TNA had its fair share of up and downs, similar to WWE Money in the Bank, blah, blah, blah. He said, you know what is the craziest thing? They didn't tell anybody. All of a sudden, you're in a storyline, and you get to work that day, and you're in a match called Feast or Fired match. 4 briefcases on poles. 3 of them have a title match. 1 has a pink slip. So he did it after the match. A production guy came up to me, like, are you leaving? And I ask what he's talking about. So obviously there's some inside scoop there. I start thinking that this can't be right. I ask, is that the way you're going to let me go? I was pissed. It was very underhanded and conniving and unprofessional. So he got the fired,
Impact.
and they
Impact.
actually tried to fire him with that.
Good. They keeping kayfabe alive.
That's
Yeah, lawyers got involved. They didn't stay alive.
yeah, fuck
Boo.
and also fuck this match you got. This fucking finishing move match. It's just I already know the story to it before you even get to it. Can't nobody stop the bicycle kick. No, not. Can't nobody stop my super kick. Well, we'll see. Well, we'll just see if I hit my finisher first for you. This is dumb. It's going trash.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
gonna
Giant
go
Gonzalez,
trash.
but it's trash.
Yeah, I'm going trash. Will he hit the spear or will he hit the F5 first?
Tune in at Summerfest.
John Cena prank call Super Slam.
Super slam. Do you support the troops?
So this John Cena.
Yeah. A member of the U.S. military needs your help.
That shit was
And
funny.
his
They told
name
me
is
that I was tired.
John Cena.
That shit was hilarious.
First blood.
Trash.
I'm going mid.
I'm going trash. I hate these.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
There's
trash
like
as
no
well.
point to these like ever.
The best, the stupidest, but also funniest one is Kane versus Stone Cold when Kane had a fucking mask on. So you can't even see. But it made sense for the story because Vince was trying to screw Stone Cold. So we put him in the first blood match. There's no way to see if Kane's bleeding. You're gonna lose.
That's stupid.
A flag match.
I'm going Punjabi person.
I agree. Punjabi
That's fine with
prison.
me.
Yeah, I agree. No,
I can't think of a
there.
great flag match.
Me neither.
I can't think of a flag match.
There was
think
Rusev
versus
versus
Rusev had one back in the day.
Rusev versus John Cena is the one I remember.
Right.
And that's probably the best one, unfortunately.
Flaming tables match. Gotta put him through a flaming table.
Fight forever.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
me a
just
flaming
looking for it.
table.
It's always lit when you say flaming table.
Hair versus hair.
You know what? Apex Predator. It at least adds some stakes to any singles match. Like it
Yeah.
keeps it interesting.
If any of us
I agree.
if any of us were to book a hair versus hair match on Book It Verse, it would get a fucking 0.5. I don't even want to hear it.
No, it would
I don't think
depend.
so.
No,
It would depend who
guaranteed.
it was.
Because then, like, what if you shave somebody like
All right, if
I
it
don't
was
know, like
me writing it, I know that's not what you meant.
Edge
but
bald? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
we
get a
give
heel-
some-
like, remember when CM Punk had to get shaved bald when he had long hair? That was fucking funny.
that was great. Do-rag. It gave us do-rag Vince.
Yeah,
Who
I
would
was gonna
have
say,
do-rag Vince without hair versus hair?
a hair versus hair match is pretty much like
that would have been all right.
the actual match. It's just
Nah,
kind of
we
like,
needed
hey,
do-rag Vince. We
I
needed
was-
do-rag Vince for the memes.
it's kind of like I want to see how he looks bald. That's all it is. It's just like let me see how he looks bald.
Yeah, and
Also-
if it's like a heel that you hate, you would want to laugh at him too. Like it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, bozo,
What-
look at you
also-
bald.
Well, that's
ass.
not Molly Holly did it.
It's also how we got Edge
If it-
or the Edge.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. Yeah,
Yeah.
how he
But,
got
but
bald.
then
he
they end up
started-
keeping it, and then
him wearing the stupid little
Yeah, that
Uh,
wig.
the wig with the
No,
wrestling
CM
thing
Punk
with
grew
the
his out
hair.
eventually. Like kind
Not,
of at least.
not much, but say not much. He had it just short.
Yeah, but like he didn't stay bald most of the time.
A handicap match.
And these are like never good. But they tell a story. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
it was
mid.
just more about the story, if anything.
I'm gonna go mid.
I'm gonna go mid as well.
it's fine.
It's more about the story for that.
Hardcore battle royal.
The fuck.
That's
We're
goofy.
gonna
There's
get-
not
we're
enough
gonna get through
space
the-
for
we're
that
gonna-
to work.
Yeah, we're gonna go. By the way, just so you guys know, the audience, we're gonna stop at Clockwork Orange House of Fun, and we'll finish the rest next week.
Ooh,
But
a
yeah,
two-parter.
hardcore battle royal. I'm gonna go trash.
Yeah, I'm also a try. That sounds stupid. And I like hardcore matches, but that sounds so dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I said, there's just not enough ring space to make that work.
Y'all remember that one dude? Fuck, what is his name? On ECW, they had a Royal Rumble match, and he came in with like a trash can with all kind of weapons and stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a couple of Rumbles ago. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Roadkill. Was his name?
I don't remember that. But hardcore match.
I'm gonna go fight forever too.
I'm going Apex Predator.
Like I like it for the same reason as Extreme
Actually-
Rules.
Actually, I'm gonna go fight forever because usually hardcore matches also had the added stipulation of falls count anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
gonna
we're
go
about to get
actually go
into, like,
fight
the-
forever.
Them nitty gritty rules that like Keith came up with.
I used to
And
remember.
me and Keith.
I remember Sabu got slammed through a table in the Royal Rumble match. I just thought about that. That shit was so dumb. That's how they eliminated.
Well,
him.
Vince was like, "Hey, Sabu, you gotta work the Royal Rumble." He's like, "No, without a fucking table."
You got to be hardcore. Fans will eat it up.
Well, that was also like back when they're like first introducing ECW, and they were trying to make everything like ECW style.
Hey, now when Sabu first showed up though, that shit was lit. The way
No,
he-
he had some great stuff. Like him and John Cena had
Yep.
like one of
That's
my
a BFB
favorite
deal.
John Cena matches.
Yeah, he came back. I said, "Oh shit!"
He had that spot that like everybody thought he was gonna botch, and then he nailed it. Like even he thought he was gonna botch it.
That's
Like,
fine.
like Sabu was just like standing on that rope, you know, and he's like, "Ah, shit," and then he actually succeeds somehow.
Hell in a Cell.
Fight forever.
Fight forever. Yeah, the ceiling's too high. It gets too amazing
True.
when done right.
Literally. Literally.
There's been some duds, but most of the time they're great.
Especially if Sasha Banks was in it. She was always putting on fire Hell in a Cell matches.
I just need them to. They did get rid of it as a pay-per-view, didn't they?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good. I hated it.
All that. He says
I hated it as a pay-per-view. It was stupid. Like they would just put matches in Hell in a Cell because it
didn't
was
need
that
it.
day of that part of the calendar, and then the next week they were doing a singles match. Like
I think
no.
Royal Rumble and Survivor Series should be the only match based.
I'm okay with Money in the Bank.
I think that should go back to the WrestleMania.
I agree with that too. Because like WrestleMania sometimes can be a little lacking without it.
Yeah, because especially when you start off the show with the Money in the Bank match, it's just lit.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
Kept the energy up.
Yeah, and then
even for like down year manias, you know, that can get that like those like early 20s manias. There were some down moments on some of them. Like, what is WrestleMania 24 without that Money in the Bank match? Like,
right. Yeah, I'm not mad.
Well, actually, no, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, but without that and Money in the Bank, what is WrestleMania 24? Like,
yeah, I'm not mad at the idea of just having it be a WrestleMania instead of doing it as a.
That's the way Chris Jericho totally unscriptedly designed it.
And then you could have some guys who you want to have on the show. They could still get or gals.
WrestleMania moment.
You can still have them get a WrestleMania moment without.
Now that it's 2 nights, you can do men and women on separate days and
Right,
start both
true.
shows with them.
True, real.
Exactly.
And you also have the element of are they win and are they going to cash in on the champion
At WrestleMania.
at WrestleMania? Armageddon, Hell in a Cell.
Hey, this is stupid, but I loved it. I wish
Fight forever.
I wish they they'd try it again. I don't know why.
I do too.
I don't remember. I don't think I've ever seen one. I remember the
There's
game.
only been one.
Only one.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I've ever seen
And
it.
it was okay. Like I think a lot of people didn't like it.
It's literally 6 people, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, I remember the games had it. I've never seen it. Like
It's the one where Rikishi gets thrown off the top of the cell into the back of the truck.
Okay, I've seen that. I saw that the highlights. I've just never seen the actual match myself.
Yeah, it's a good concept. It's Hell in a Cell with more people, more carnage. I'm going Fight Forever.
I am too. I think that could be so much fun with the right people.
I think it works.
Okay, and then we're gonna wrap up this portion of the tier list with the Clockwork Orange House of Fun, which is a TNA special.
Hey, I liked this one. I'm going Apex Predator.
I don't remember this. I remember hearing the name, but I don't remember it.
I couldn't tell you what the stipulation is, but I remember liking it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I know it was Raven.
Yeah, it was like Serotonin era Raven.
That's the only Serotonin I know.
Facts.
He had a bunch too, apparently.
Like stipulation matches
of the Clockwork House Orange.
Oh yeah. They actually did do quite. Because that was before Serotonin. He just kept doing it with them. Because when he showed up as a singles guy, like early 2000s, they just let him run them shits however much he wanted.
So poles are attached to the ring post, measured about 5 to 6 feet above the turnbuckles, with single chains wrapped from and hanging on the post to various points on the ring, with many weapons hanging from and attached to steel chains above the ring, sometimes with sides of a steel cage attached to and erected on the ring.
Why do you keep doing that? The damn side of a steel cage.
Yeah. So pretty much, it's a hardcore match with a shit ton of weapons and Raven in it.
Yeah, just weapons hanging.
Hanging and shit.
I'm gonna go with Apex Predator.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Apex Predator.
We got 3 on that, so that's
fine.
I might watch one of those tonight. Actually,
I miss old TNA.
God, I'm saying Prime TNA is the best wrestling promotion of all time.
Like I mess with Impact now. Like they have been getting better. I'll definitely give them that.
Yeah.
But that there's nothing beating like Motor City Machine Guns, Beer Money, fucking AJ
Here.
Styles in his prime, Samoa Joe. Like that era was Kurt Angle, like Perk Angle.
And they had people popping in and out, like whether they're from WWE or like from the Indies, that would like keep it like fresh. You know what I mean?
Beautiful
Yeah.
people.
Beautiful people. Sanjay
But-
Dutt, Gail
'cause-
Kim.
You never know who had a run in
Austin
TNA at one
Kong.
point.
Black Machismo.
Yeah, I fuck with
Like,
Jay Lethal. Yeah.
and they brought the best out of some people. Like they made Elijah Burke the Pope there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling the Pope. I wasn't feeling it.
I
I liked him better as the
Elijah
boxer that
Burke.
was undefeated. Yeah, I like
Elijah Burke. Who was the guy he was with?
Sylvester Terkay.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Why I know that, I could not fucking tell you. But I know that.
I remember that too.
I remember him.
I think it's because I remember being like, why is this guy's name Turkey? Because like back then I didn't have SmackDown in where I lived, right? So I just look at the roster and like results to keep up to date. I was like, why is this guy's name Turkey?
That was me. I really used to check WWE.com like it was damn ESPN. Like,
Yeah.
I used to really
Especially
check
when I
that.
couldn't afford like the pay-per-views or none of my
Yep.
friends got it, so I'd just be on there.
I watched. I'm like, Batista won. Fuck him. I'm gonna get the Saudi.
I remember when I saw that Mr. Kennedy won that Money in the Bank at 23 and not Jeff
Oh,
Hardy, and I
oh.
lost my shit.
Oh, I popped. I was a big Mr. Kennedy fan. I used to go around school doing that shit for no reason.
I was so fucking mad.
Kennedy!
I didn't dislike Mr. Kennedy. But I was like, a heel beat Jeff Hardy. Fuck no. This is a crime.
He got to. He should have been world champion. Fuck Randy Orton. Even though I fuck with
Well, he
Randy
got
Orton.
injured.
No, Randy Orton got that man fired though.
Both of
We
those
got him.
things happened.
We
Yeah.
got him fired, but he lost his money in the bank because he got injured like the week before he was going to win the title.
He needs to. I said it to the rest of the book of cast. I said Mr. Kennedy needs to come back and cash in on Roman and beat him because he never got a chance to cash in his money in the bank.
All true.
And I would
think he
go
should.
crazy.
What's his face never got eliminated? Curtis
Who?
Axel. Curtis
Yeah,
Axel
yeah.
never got eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
Damn it.
He's the true Royal Rumble winner. I remember when they were really pushing him.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of Curtis Axel. I
I
was
don't even know why they named him that. Like they should have just gave him his real name, or used Henning.
yeah, but you should have used Henry.
we
Curtis
know-
Axel sounds like a fucking jobber.
Like we know his father is Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. I think they just couldn't justify it because he didn't look enough like him or like do anything else enough like him. Like he just wouldn't have lived up to it.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
do
good.
not like Curtis Axel like
His
that.
best version
wasn't
was the
good.
B team.
Yeah, the B team. Hey, they ruined the B team though because remember when they had that fire ass theme song for no
Yeah.
reason?
Do you
Like-
believe?
It's like a goofy team, but they had like the most like. They didn't need to give them a goofy song. I like that they had like the fire theme song for no reason. Like
I like
that made
Bo
them even
Dallas.
goofier. But they-
Bo Dallas is better than
I
Bray
like Bo-
Wyatt.
and you know what?
Hey,
You
now
may
he
not be
is.
wrong.
I was saying now he is. If he
I'll
was
never know if he was Uncle
Uncle
Howdy or not,
Howdy,
though.
Nope,
Yeah,
we're
but-
never gonna find out.
Yeah, but if he was Uncle Howdy, he definitely did a better job than Bray Wyatt did.
But
All
The
right.
world may never know.
It's getting hot in here, so I'm
need me to leave?
yes, please.
Not for that reason, but we'd still like you to leave.
All right. So we're gonna do plugs. Bad guy, do you want to go first?
I'll go first. If you want to see more of me, check out the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube. Check me out on social medias. I'm about to say all Bad Guy social medias. All social medias where I'm also Bad Guy Spoken, all of those. You can catch the Unbiased podcast, which is another but football. And then we have Hood Movie Review, where we review nothing but hood movies.
The brand new show.
Yeah, brand new show. Only 27 episodes. Brand new show.
Fudge.
Bad fudge. Yeah, if
I'm
you
hot.
want
I'm
to catch
tired, man.
some hating ass behavior, I've been a little slow on it lately, but I try to keep up. You can go to twitter.com @LilXFudge and catch more mean, hateful, and spiteful tweets.
D Money.
You can follow me at dumbmoney213. That's DAMONEYT, number 1, number 3, on Twitter and on Twitch. And you can also follow
TikTok,
me,
you mean?
or TikTok and Twitch technically, but I don't. If I decide to stream. Also, by the way, go on Threads and follow us on Threads. Follow T13
Ooh, we on
Media
Threads?
on Threads. We're on Threads now. Because fuck Elon Musk.
Yeah, I gotta make the Lil X Fudge hating ass threads. So let me get on that.
But yeah, follow us on that Threads and
you can
MySpace.
Find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike. You can find all the shows on T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. You can rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Golden Rules 5 or fuck off. That's it. Let's book it.
Come on, you gotta say the words.
See ya.
Yeah,
I know. I was finding the theme song.
Oh.
See ya.
Bye.